Hey, it's Bev, your deep dive coach. This month, we're diving deeper in our personal work by asking our bodies to help us find a solution to any problem we're trying to solve. I love experts. I love authorities. I love teachers. I love books and programs, all of them. And I love that there are so many of them. And I do so very few of them. Here's why. Only a limited amount of the solutions that were designed specifically for me. And they're the only ones I'm interested in. I love that there are a million solutions to any problem we want, and they're all brilliant for the people who they were designed for. You are not every person. You intuitively know how to solve every problem you have. Also, you may want or need some specific skills or strategies or ideas from experts, and you even know whether that is true. So let's say you know that you do. You need some external input. There's tons of options on offer for you to solve the problem you're trying to solve. How do you know which one's for you? Here's how you'll know. It's super simple. You could do it immediately. Check in with your body. It's going to tell you. You may feel an immediate opening, a sigh, some relief. Yes, it's a go. You may think about the solution and feel an instant tightening or a restriction. I offer you that that's a no. Now, you may not get such a clear message. It's awesome if you do, but it's not a problem if you don't. It might just take a little bit more time for you or a bit more mindfulness. So, one of the things you can do is you just sit down, you get still, you think about this program you want to buy, this person you want to hire, this book you want to follow. And it's helpful to put your hand on your heart and your stomach. We have brains there that know, and they send lots of messages to this brain. So, putting your hand on just increases your connection. Check in with your body to get a baseline. Okay, this is how I'm feeling right now. This is what's going on, different parts of my body. And then you think about the thing, the solution that you want to implement, and just see what happens. You're going to probably get something, some response in the area of your stomach, your heart, or just your whole body. It might be subtle, so listen out for it. Pay attention and just see, is there more of an opening or a closing? Some things that can get in the way. If you find your mind's wanting to convince you, somebody else told you it's really amazing, or the person is very compelling, or there's lots of research to support it, that's going to block you from the inner message you're looking for. So one way to get past it is just to respond to your mind in a very accepting way, but kind of also dismissing it. I hear you. I know all the facts. I know. Let's talk later. For now, if you don't mind, I'm just going to check it. Sometimes that's a good way to quieten ourselves. Check it again. Something else that could get in the way is if it feels very urgent. You might feel urgent. You might have a deadline of a time when you want this problem solved by, or the person who's selling it might make you feel very urgent by telling you, there's one spot left, or we're closing, or whatever. You want to find a way to release that urgency. It will be very hard to hear your body's, soft messages because urgency is quite loud. One way that I find for myself is helpful is I just reassure myself there's always going to be another way. Because there always is, right? Because there's millions of solutions. Okay, what happens if even then you just don't feel anything? It's okay. Just don't make a decision. Because remember, we said it's not urgent, there's always another way. Just wait for it. it'll come to you. Believe that it'll come to you. Let yourself know it's okay. I'm going to wait for the decision, the knowing, and then just go about your day, your night, your week, check in again, maybe every now and then, maybe when you're a little more quiet, things are more peaceful, or just know that the answer will come to you. It might be something somebody says, it might be something you see, or it might be as you're just going about your day, a knowing that's a yes or that's a no. I'm telling you, if you follow this decision-making process every time, it will just simplify your life so much and make the solutions that you do decide to say yes to so much simpler to implement. So, lastly, let's just talk about what if you've already decided to implement a solution. You're in the middle of a program, you're in the middle of working with somebody, and you want to evaluate them or assess them based on this idea that your body and your inner knowing knows exactly what's right for you. So here's one way to know, one sign that you might want to do some checking in about something you're in the middle of doing. And that's if the solution requires more brain power than the problem. You're spending more time coaching on yourself and convincing yourself and feeling terrible about the solution than the actual problem you have. Another way of putting this, kind of related, not exactly the same, is if the solution is more complicated than the problem that you wanted to solve, it's probably a no. But you can check it out, right? The exact same way. You just feel into it. You're like, this coach that I'm working with who's, offering me this solution to my problem. Just feel into it. Feel into your body. It's going to give you a yes or a no. If your body gives you that yes, that opening, that sigh, then you want to do the inner work to master the solution. If your body gives you a no, then all the inner work to convince yourself or coach yourself, it's not going to lead to what you want. I'm sorry to tell you. You might get a change in what you're working on, but it's unlikely to lead to you feeling better about it or solving the problem permanently. So an example could be if you want to lose weight, right? You might find some program or a diet or some person to help you. And let's say it's very rigid and prescriptive. For some people, that's a yes, right? Some people's bodies go, yes, just give me the thing. Tell me what to do. I'll do it forever. And other bodies, mine is one of them, go, no. I don't like being prescribed to or being rigid. But I could lose weight in that way. I have. The thing is, when I say it won't solve the problem that I want to solve, it won't solve the problem of being disconnected to my body. All right, let's go do that and let us simplify our implementation of solutions to all our problems this month.